Thanks for stopping by the booth. My name is Randy Bolsums. This is Quicklime USA, where you can find the Ultra Anchor, Ultra Flip Swivels, and all kinds of different products. What we have here is a gravel box and a sand box, and we've got scale models of different anchors that have been used since the 1930s. It's a Danforth anchor. It was developed in the 1940s, really meant to pull landing craft off the beaches of Normandy, meant for one-directional pull. This is a CQR anchor. This anchor was developed in the 1930s. It was originally meant for seaplanes. It's a plow-shaped anchor designed to hit the seafloor. When you pull back on it, the anchor will fall over, and as you begin to pull, the soil pushes up the rear fluke, causing the tip to rotate around the hinge. At that point, the anchor catches, your chain starts to rattle, and you need to continue backing down on the anchor for another 1 or 2 boat lengths to get it to corkscrew below the sea surface, or the soil, the seafloor. If you have a tidal change and the direction of pull changes, this anchor's been known to pull itself out using the same mechanics that it had that dug it in. So think about it. If you have 50 feet to get it in, it's 50 feet to get it out and 50 feet to get it back in, and you'll probably have 100 feet of road out there, which means that you're going to end up drifting around a whole football field every time the tide changes on you. Other anchors, let's see, we've got the Bruce anchor. The Bruce anchor was developed in the 1970s to hold drilling rigs. The main thing about it was meant to be a 20,000-pound anchor to work in a group of 8 with a mile of anchor road and to hold a 20,000-ton drilling rig. Has a unique configuration, has a big heavy shank and real wide flukes. The reason for the heavy L-shaped shank is so that the anchor can hang in a chase ring. It has nothing to do with setting or holding power. The anchor works really well in sand and silt. Down here we have sand, and we're going to show you how this anchor works in here. The anchor hits the seafloor. As you fall back on it, it was originally meant for 300 feet of water with a mile of anchor road. Basically a scope of 20-to-1. Watch the tip of the anchor shank. I'm going to pull. The sand's going to catch the big wide flukes and the anchor disappear. Digs itself in really well. These anchors have been known to shift a little bit every time the wind shears, and they tend to walk a little bit around the tip of their anchor flukes. So you may move a couple inches every time the wind shears. When we use it in an unconsolidated condition, like the gravel we have here, broken seashells, coral, the anchor starts to dig in, but it basically floats. See how it's staying near the surface? It basically floats on the big wide flukes, and this big long cutting edge you have here is like a butter knife into cold butter. You need something with a sharp point. This is our anchor. This is the Ultra Anchor. It incorporates all the key features you see of the different anchors out there. Has a flat concave section for extremely high holding power like the Danforth. Has a hollow shank and a lead-filled base. Puts the center of gravity of the anchor right at the tip of our anchor, which means that when you lower this anchor onto the seafloor and it hits the bottom, it will set itself immediately ready to penetrate the seafloor. Any movement in this anchor will dig itself in within its own length in any soil condition. Sand, silt, gravel, it will penetrate, dig itself in, generating high holding power within its own length. Quickest setting, highest holding anchor available on the market today. That's the Ultra Anchor. Thanks for stopping by the booth today. Feel free to stop by again. Thank you.